Hey, this is Mike, MPI Exhaust. We're installing a catback system on a 2022 5.7 Hemi Ram truck. This is the new body style, 5th generation. So we cut the exhaust system off. I've already removed all the factory exhaust, approximately 5 inches back from the 2-bolt flange. And then we're gonna, next step, pop our 3-inch hanger on, put our pulse chamber on, and I got a 2-inch mark on there so I know how far I put it on the pulse chamber. Every time you install an exhaust pipe, always put a reference mark on it so you know how far the pipe's buried on there, right? I'm gonna get it level, pointed back in the chassis, and I'm gonna snug it up a little bit. Length 16 socket. Right on our 2-inch mark. I'm gonna put additional marks on my pulse chamber, approximately 2 inches. I wanna know how far my pipes go on. And then our head pipes are designed for maximum wheelbase trucks, right? So if it's a long bed, short bed, whatever, it doesn't make a difference. So we're gonna install our head pipe and we're gonna check our wheelbase, our exhaust position, all the way up to my mark. I did put it all the way. I already put a 2-inch mark on this one. I want to make sure it's level. And then from the rear end housing to the head pipe is 33.5 inches. I've already covered this one, set it up. I cut off the excess because it'll be longer because they're for maximum wheelbase. I'm going to position it over a little bit. Hanger number 49 goes back in the stock location, and you can hook up your factory ground wire back to that. I don't know why Ram does that, but they do that all the time. They put a ground wire on their exhaust. I'm going to give it a little shot of WD so it slides up my hanger and the rubber. And pop it in, spin it around so it's hanging perfectly parallel down. And I'm going to put this hanger on just a little bit to help position our head pipes. That's number 49. There it is. I'm going to drop this down because I'm high. And right there's parallel with the chassis. I want to get it hung up in my hanger nice and straight, rubber pointed straight down the bottom of the hanger, my 9/16 socket. I'm going to snug 49 just a little bit. Kind of index, as I said, in the chassis. We're nice and parallel with the truck. I've already cut head pipe number 2, slipped my hanger on. Got my mark. I'm gonna slide it on until the bottom's out. And I got my 2-inch marks on both my head pipes. Our mufflers are welded together. It's a muffler pack, right? I slid on a couple clamps on. And I'm gonna wiggle the mufflers up into the position. Move my stand from front to back. And I want to get everything to level, rotated. Make sure I'm on my 2-inch mark. Yep. And hanger number 50 goes on the right hand. Hanging over the end of the muffler. Hanger number 51 goes to the inboard. Pop it in the factory hanger. Yeah. slide over my muffy, let it down so it squares itself. I'm gonna lightly just snug these. But it'll get you all your height and level everything in the chassis. I'm gonna just take a little slop out of my hanger, my clamp. I've got those all started. And come back around here and snug this just a little bit so everything's pointed right. Everything's snug. You can snap your ground wire back onto the new hanger. I'm gonna do that before I forget. There it is. Okay. Now we've got it all snugged up there, just hanging loose. And then hanger number 52, we're gonna put back in the factory hanger for the right rear tailpipe. I'm gonna pop it in. Let that hang there. I've got everything up there. I'm gonna grab my right hand tailpipe, number 25. And I already got a 2-inch mark on it there, but we're gonna slip it up over. We're gonna slide it in the outlet of the right hand muffler. There's my 2-inch mark. I'm gonna slip on my rear hanger. Got my 9/16. I'm going to point it towards the hole. And then I want to rotate. You can spin this and adjust this till the cows come home, right? So I'm going to grab me a stand and support it. Looks like I'm pointing straight out the hole. I have my tip. I've already installed the clamp on it. The reason I have this mark is this is where I'm going to end up with my tip. The tailpipes are much longer, but I've already trimmed it back. I give us about 4-inch coverage. I'm going to slip my tip on. And verify my mark, my location. I'm going to get Henry back here. Make sure Henry holds my tip in position.
Perfect.
Right there, you like it? Approximately there. We can adjust that. We have plenty of adjustment. And now that I got kind of positioned where I want it, I'm going to come up here to my clamp slash hanger and I'm going to snug her up. Because we'll use this rear hanger 52, we can adjust that north and south until, and we're not going to sweat this final thing, right? We're going to just get it up in position, get everything until we go to snug it. Then we're going to install our axle pipe and our hanger. The hanger for this one is number 53. I'm going to pop it up in position. And I believe it goes this way. I'm going to grab my axle pipe. I've already got my 2-inch mark on it. This is the weird axle pipe with the slots cut in it so we can put the tailpipe on. I'm going to slide it up over, slide it in my muffy. I'm going to pop my clamp up on my axle pipe and just give it a finger tight. I've already got a 2-inch mark, but we're going to bury it all the way up into the axle pipe as deep as it goes, so when we clamp it, get a good tight seal. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. All the way back into the line. And put this. Finish installing this hanger. Get it up in position. You go south, east, right about there. If you notice, I've already cut off the tailpipe. Alright, so now you can go through, we're going to final tighten everything and get our measurements. If you notice, we don't weld any of our hangers to the pipe. That gives you infinite adjustment so you can get it. Our tailpipes are extra long so you can adjust the tips. Some guys like them way out, some guys like them way tucked in, but that gives you adjustment. And then once you get it where you want it, mark it, cut the pipe. Same on our head pipes, because all of our exhaust kits are set up for maximum wheelbase trucks. And you know what grandma says, it's easier to cut it off than it is to weld it on. With a little bit of adjustments and patience, you can make your exhaust system fit perfect. Hey, we got all of our tips set where we want it. There's infinite adjustment on these rear hangers so you can get them precisely in the hole, get your distance where you want because you have adjustment on the tip back and forth, but you can sway this in and out just the frog hair if you need until you get them precisely in the hole. Now that we got our tips set and we've snugged everything, I'm going to go back through here and I'm going to final tighten all my clamps and make sure everything's good to go. I've got it all final tightened. We're ready to go test it out. We always want to make sure we have plenty of clearance around everything. When you're installing it, make sure you have clearance on your chassis. We got a fat fingers width between the chassis. All of our brake lines and everything up. There's no anything to move. The factory kept it all the way. The tips are tight. Everything's tight. Now we can go test out our new exhaust system. This is my MPI Exhaust Technologies, where we build kits and ship them directly to you.